Right before I start, I just want to say amazing things will happen and you will get through hard times. I did. I got through hard times, and in this video, I just want to talk about it. I wrote down 10 things that helped me, but before I talk about these 10 things, I just want to talk about what happened. And I was always like a paranoid child because I used to fantasize a lot about the end of the world and people dying, like my family members dying. I would like visualize that a lot. I would get a lot of nightmares when I'm at like my father's funeral. Sorry, English isn't my like first language, but you get the idea. Funeral. Anyway, like I would fantasize about my just loved ones passing and myself passing away, and I grew up like that with all these terrifying thoughts, and I remember myself being very like scared all the time about things that aren't like possible at all, like some bullets flying from the sky into my head, because I heard some time ago in my childhood I heard that it's possible when like someone celebrates and shoots the bullets in the sky. It has happened that people get these bullets flying from the sky into them, and I remember hearing that in the television and like a show about that. The show was called like some ways to die, 100 ways to die, I think. That was the show, and I also saw like some movies about the end of the world, and it always shocked me, and I was so worried all the time, and I was planning about how to make my family survive, and I was like preparing in my head. I was just like thinking about where should I get a boat and when should I get a boat. Man, it was terrible. And I still don't know why I was like that. Right now people see me as a chill person, but like I'm overthinking all the time. Especially in my like teens, in my teenage years, I was fantasizing a lot about this stuff, mostly about my own like heart failure, and that led me to panic attacks a lot since I was 12, and that really stuck with me through the teenage years. All these panic attacks, they happening deep in the night when I wake up and I feel like I'm having a heart attack. But you know, my mother always supported me through these nights, and she helped me a lot. So thank you, mother, for that. Thank you, mom. And well, it never really ended. It happened again and again, and I was late for school. Because of that, I was having difficulties studying, and it's already 5 minutes in and I'm yapping about like my teenage anxiety. Like everyone has experienced this anxiety. But yeah, I feel like these panic attacks there were severe for me, because I got like really hardcore numbness in my hands and feet, and like almost all the body was just numb because of the hyperventilation, because of the heart rate racing, and all this stuff. It really terrified me. I thought I was like, my heart was failing, and I had all these dark thoughts. And I went to doctors and they couldn't explain it. And you know, what was it called? Anxiety attacks. It wasn't really common back in the day when I grew up. Now it's more common, like people know about it, but I first got to know about it when I was 16. Like try to think about how I felt when I had no idea what's happening to me. I had no idea what even is panic attacks, and like this nervous system dysfunction. It's completely harmless, but I didn't know that. Man, it was terrifying to think about, like how to cure it and what even is it. So right now, I haven't had a panic attack for a long time. I'm so happy about that. And back when I was 16, I didn't leave my room at all during the summer, and I was gaming all the time because it helped me escape. It helped me through these attacks. Because when I was gaming, I didn't have any panic attacks. Mostly panic attacks came when I was away from home. So I didn't leave home for a long time. And I thought, this is it. I thought, well, this is gonna be my life forever. And man, I'm so grateful. In this photograph, I am in Germany, 21-year-old, 22-year-old. And I had no idea that I would be happy, that I will be traveling, that I will be studying art, expressing myself every day. Man, and this is from last year. I finished my bachelor's degree in art. And back then I had no idea that life could be great. And man, life is so great, so good right now compared to what it was back then. So my message to y'all is you will not feel like this for the rest of your life. Things will change really quick. So that was my rock bottom, like my anxiety and my stress just skyrocketing. And I forgot to mention one really important thing. Now it will be all clear to you why this happened to me. But back then I had no idea, why does this happen to me? Why does this happen? I was going to doctors and they couldn't tell me either. But it all happened because of my parents. They were arguing every day. And my mother was like really stressed because of my father not doing enough and kind of leaving us, and this like backfired on me, and I took all the stress on myself as a kid. And yeah, my parents just didn't get along, And my father, he died when I was 17. Yeah, he died, and that was like the breaking point. So when I was 17, I had the worst panic attacks and like the worst like state that I was in like ever. Because like depression also kicked in because the fear of death and like experiencing someone passing away that you thought that like will be here for a long time, passing away so early. Well, it had an effect on me, certainly. So yeah, I'm 17 at that point, and my father passed away. Probably I'm gonna talk about it in another video, how it happened and why it happened. But yeah, my father, like my one one human that I could rely on, and that I could just talk with, really talk, like talk about anything I wanted. I could talk to him. I called him and I just told him about the grades that I got and all the experiences in school I shared with him. And man, he was a friend to me, like the best friend, my father. And also he supported me financially and all this and all that. Like I was dependent on him at 17, certainly. And yeah, he left the family at my age of 7, and then he passed away at my age of 17. He was 55 or something like that when he passed away. And so yeah, that was the rock bottom. Sorry, I'm yapping too long. I'm yapping about this stuff, but it's just hard to talk about this. I hope you understand. But yeah, when that happened, all these panic attacks that I had before, they just amplified like 3 or 4 times stronger. All these depressing thoughts and all this imagination about death and bullets flying and all these different ways to die. I was fantasizing more. And yeah, that led to more hospitals and more awful experiences and less leaving the house. So yeah, I remember at some point I had enough and I started to make music for like for my father, or I don't know, just like I remember making a composition, like a song that reflects how I feel about my father passing. And man, it was so sad. The music was like very sad, and it helped. So that was the one thing that helped. But there are 10 things that I want to talk about that helped. And well, the first one is friends, of course. And one particular friend comes to my mind when I think about friends back then. And she was a DJ. She was a friend to me, and she still is a friend to me. Her name is Ita, and Ita was a great DJ and producer, and she invited me to play like my DJ set at some event, like a rave, and I was so excited about that, and I'm so glad I met her. I met her boyfriend online, and that's how I got to know her, but they both were amazing, and they really invited me to this DJ world that I had no idea about. And I realized, wow, I could just sign up for an event and get my like DJ controller and just go and play the best songs that I know. And that was so exciting to me. I was always dreaming about it in the childhood. And yeah, that was like the first dream come true. So yeah, friends really help. But there are other things like dating, and I did it because I did it a lot. I did a lot of dating, and well, people say you shouldn't date when you are depressed, but I disagree, man. I think that it's way better to go on dates than just to rot in your room. So that's why I did it a lot during these years. And I never got like a good relationship out of it or like any good connection. But well, my mind was occupied, and it was kind of exciting, I gotta admit. So I did that a lot. I did a lot of dating, and yeah, it helped. And it's just about the fact that I got some human connection through dating apps and just dating online on Instagram, like hitting people up a lot. So that's what I did, and I remember me talking about like my depression and my misfortunes with these girls, and also I dated one boy for whatever reason. I'm not gay though, but I had nothing better to do, and I was like trying to experiment, or I don't know, just it was I was just like young and curious, but you know, almost every time it ended up like me trauma dumping on these poor people. I'm sorry to all of you. Yeah, I'm sorry that I just took advantage on you and just dumped my trauma on you. But yeah, it's almost always it ended up like that, like those people just either they pulled away from me or I pulled away from them. But it never really worked. Like I don't believe in online dating at all. But it was I think a good occupation to me. And now I just want to skip this because it's kind of cringe. The dating, well, it helped me, but yeah, I'm not really proud of it. Like there are other better things to do. And the third thing is excitement and passion, being passionate about something. So I was passionate about painting and making music. Those things were really, really like exciting to me. So that's why I did those things. I made music, as I already told you, and I played live. I played live DJ sets. And let's just go ahead to the next point. And it's stopping the gaming obsession. I was gaming a lot, and I'm not saying you should stop. Do it. Do it if you have to, because it helps a little bit. Like, it's the first medicine that I got. Just gaming really, really a lot. I did that, and it certainly helped, but it didn't cure anything. It didn't really help. It was just something to escape. Something that I can use to escape. That was gaming for me. And I believe that you shouldn't be gaming for as long as I was. And I remember the hour count was at 1,000 or more, and I was really like disgusted by how much time I spend on gaming. My most played games were Dota 2, CSGO, Minecraft, San Andreas Daisy mode, and probably I don't remember, man. Some other games that I don't remember, but mostly like Dota. And I had more than 1,000 hours on Dota, and I felt disgust. So when I started dating, it really helped me to quit gaming. So I'm not saying these things are good for depression, but well, I think they're just like the road to better life. You start gaming, it helps you. You quit gaming, you start dating, you stop doing hobbies, and you start to be passionate, and that's the road to a better life. That's the road to the end of depression. It's not like in one day you quit gaming and start a new life. No. You just start gaming less and less, like gradually. And it doesn't change overnight. It just it depends. It really depends on like your connections with people, and how it depends on you actually the most. Like, how are you making yourself excited, and the people around you, how are they making you excited? So it really it's it's important to have like exciting people around you and doing something that excites you. Yes, it can be gaming, but like gaming won't like it won't fucking lead you anywhere. It will just delay your symptoms, which can be helpful, you know. And okay, next step, next point. I have written down here that number 5 is changing my looks. And I remember that I had like very short hair for some reason, probably because every single boy had the short hair in my class and I wanted to fit in. But I remember in like early childhood I had the long hair, and I was starting to get some like hair care videos on my feed on YouTube, and I saw this dude with like long curly hair, and he was talking about how to make it look shiny, and I was really adoring his hair, and I wanted that as well. So I grew hair. I grew longer hair. I grew longer hair. And I did that, and it really made me feel that I'm expressing myself more. And I remember this feeling when I was like doing this for the first time in my teenage years, and I felt my hair was long, and I remember I was like shaking it a bit, and I was also imagining myself shaking my hair like a rock star or something, and it made me feel like more excited about, you know, life in general. It's hard to explain, but yeah, like my point is just change what you like about yourself, about your looks. Number 6 is making art and music and expressing yourself again. And I wrote it down because it's such an important thing to express yourself. And when you are expressing yourself, you are making a connection with yourself, a meaningful connection with yourself. And man, it's always good to connect with your body and to feel like a human, not like a rotten body in your room, gaming all the time and eating junk. And yes, just like making music and expressing yourself, it helps. Okay, let me skip to the number 7, which is socializing. So socializing, pubs and raves and dancing, it helped me. And it will help you too if you're struggling. But it always helps to loosen it up a little. And I remember going to the pubs alone and just dancing. It really helped. I was feeling like a human. I could guarantee that. Of course, I had like few beers, but I remember sometimes I was going to the pub without drinking at all, and it was just as enjoyable as all of the times. It was always like fun, because like almost always I met some people that are a bit drunk and they are like trying to meet new people, and I was there and also excited to talk, and it felt good to meet new people. It doesn't mean that I had to like make to meet them again, but it was good to talk during these nights with people. You know, just people connection is so important. So now the point number 8 is just making meaningful connections. And yes, I already have an example, which was my friend Ita, and I think I had like a meaningful friendship with her and her boyfriend. And I remember when that happened, when we got to know each other, my panic just disappeared. For real. So that's how powerful these connections are. And number 9 is fantasizing about traveling. I remember myself just googling some countries and checking them out on the street view, spending spending days just searching for a cool place on the earth that I would like to visit. And I remember fantasizing about Latin America and Spain. And I also had dreams about moving to Spain. And that was so exciting, man. I was also trying to learn Spanish, but I just learned a few words. But that was still so exciting, just like thinking about moving there. I never moved there, but at least I traveled to Italy and to Budapest and Dresden, and also I was in the UK. But yes, these things are really, really exciting, and everything that is exciting, it makes depression move away further and further. And if you make your day exciting, that day will not be depressive. The last thing, number 10, it's earning and saving money. And during these hard years, I also was saving money and searching for my first job. And my first job was just weed whacking. You know what that is? And I earned almost nothing, but it was super exciting to do that. I got myself an iPhone 6 Plus from my salary, and I was such a happy kid. It was probably the worst decision ever to spend my money on iPhone, but at that time I felt like it was the smartest decision ever. And I don't regret it. I would probably do it again. And yeah, earning money, it's like earning money means that you bring an order to your life. Because when you have money, you have like kind of order and control over what you can do. And when you get enough money, some possibilities open up that were not possible before. And that is so exciting, man. Like, that's what humans do. They earn all their lives. They're just working, they earning money. And yes, it seems depressing, but it's for a good reason. It's because money is order, and being poor is chaos. And when you're poor and depressed, you already have enough chaos in your life, and being without money is even more like chaotic and desperate. So yeah, just let's what was the word, like, remember, let's recap what I wrote down. Number 1, friends. Number 2, dating. It's cringe, but you have to do what you have to do. And number 3 is passions. Number 4 is stopping gaming, but game if you have to, if you have nothing other going on. It's better to game than to like watch brain rot all day. Because when you're gaming, you're at least interacting with people, or just doing something that is just like not short term. Gaming is like more long term, where you game for hours. I think it's better than watching short videos. Okay, and number 5 was changing your looks. because it can bring some excitement. Number 6 was making art and expressing yourself. Number 7 was socializing, pubs and raves, and dancing. Number 8 was making meaningful connections. Number 9 was fantasizing about travel. Number 10 was earning and saving money. So that's it. I was kind of nervous while doing this because English is not my first language and I feel kind of dumb talking English. But if I do this more often, then I'll feel like less and less tense. And I would like to do that. I would like to share my knowledge with you. And this is real, this is real knowledge. It comes genuinely from me. And I didn't Google it, how to beat depression. I beat depression myself, and all these things helped me. And you will beat depression as well. Well, I'm still depressed sometimes, but life is so much better. I already told you, look at this guy. He's smiling and he's so happy. And look at these accomplishments. If I was 16 and I saw myself, I would be so proud, And I would never imagine that I would accomplish these things. Because all I would do was game when I was 16, and I wasn't thinking about future at all. So right now I have other problems, of course. I'm still kind of a loser. I'm still kind of a loser, as I mentioned in my previous video, but at least I'm in kind of a better position, mentally, and I have all these new connections and all these meaningful friendships and relationship that I'm very thankful. So that's pretty much it.